around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-461-4545. That's 800-461-4545. 800-461-4545. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Broadcasting live, this is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe, the lovely Lady M, and Adam K. the Brewmeister. Listen to the show anywhere in the free world at KMATalkRadio.com.
I like to smoke them like Sir Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, and everyone across the radio by and by the sea it is. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. Welcome to another fighting episode of KMA Talk Radio. Broadcasting live today in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. With me, of course, as always, everyone's host with the most, Honest Abe.
Good morning.
Morning.
And our KMA's mistress of morning radio.
Yeah.
Woo!
The lovely Erica.
Nice.
Came out. All right.
Had to think about it for a moment.
I saw you pause.
I had
I
to
know.
wait.
You had to
Okay, wait,
amazed.
compose yourself.
I saw the
Get it,
hesitation.
do it. You can do this. You have faith in yourself because no one else does.
You've got this.
We're in Palm Beach Gardens this weekend, but next weekend we're not.
I know.
We will be in Long Island, Great Neck, New York,
Yes.
at Tobacco Plaza
Long overdue.
in Great Neck.
Long overdue. Meet some of our Long Island fans out there.
Yes, so all of you hearing us now, broadcasting on Long Island News Radio, LI News Radio, we will be in your neck of the woods. Prepare yourselves accordingly.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll be doing
please
a
do.
live remote next Saturday morning from Tobacco Plaza. So,
Yeah.
and I believe that Ariel Dickowitz from La Serena Cigars will be coming on, and I guess she's stepping down.
Mhm.
She's stepping down. Her sister's taking over. She's becoming a mommy, and
Aww.
yeah, is going to step down. And I guess her sister's been working with the company for years. And
That's
she'll
tough.
be taking on the La Serena reins.
She got married in a snowstorm. It'll be 2 years.
You really know too many facts sometimes.
Yeah, that's a little
Really?
Yeah,
Are you like serious?
in a snowstorm. Yeah.
Yeah, like
How do you know
only
that?
half because a bunch of the cigar people went.
Oh,
Because
okay.
her dad is a retailer, as in he is Dan Dickowitz of Tobacco Plaza.
Yes.
So all of these, like Tony Gomez, Terrence Riley,
Oh, nice.
John Carney, all those
So you heard the
guys,
story.
all those guys went up and they were all telling me when they got back about how all these people couldn't make it.
For a guy who's not on Facebook, he knows the goings on
Right?
very much.
Because he's like a little old lady.
You defy the
He's-
natural laws.
No, he's got a story for everything, and he like knows. He's got like something about everybody. Like you bring up
You
a
do.
person, and he's got a little something.
You got the
about
inside
him.
track on most of the
Yeah.
stuff.
My grandma used to do that at the nursing home.
Speaking of grandmas,
Oh, yeah. Did we get
how's
that worked
how's
out?
that project going?
Listen, we got to get the funds together first to pay him. We have to pay him. We have to pay him off.
You were able to bribe him to have his grandma come
we
on
have
the
a
radio?
we have a set number now.
What I
that
want to
we've
know is,
agreed
does
on.
grandma know about this? Is she getting a cut?
Grandma wants to come on the
So
air.
you're pimping your grandma now.
Yeah,
I am
right?
not. You guys are just trying to force my hand, and I said, well, if you want that, I'm going to need some money.
Wow. Okay.
And the
So,
positive
yes,
thing is
he's
she'll
pimping out his
probably
grandma.
she'll probably even give us cookies too.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Her cookies are amazing.
They could be
Erica. I
worth
don't think
it.
you know.
I think he's.
I
too-
don't know.
I think he's
but
too afraid we're gonna let all the secrets out of the bag. Like he never.
what secrets? Like, I mean, she's
Exactly.
got to know who,
The-
like,
oh, he's got secrets. Adam has
Exactly.
secrets.
do we know them?
I know a couple of them. You know, his grandma sends him like this couple times a year, like this awesome care package of like brownies, cookies, all homemade good stuff, which he doesn't eat a single one of.
But he tells her every year that
Which
they're great.
is to our benefit because we all get to
I
engorge
give
in
it to
for a
the
couple
people in
days.
the
but
office, yeah.
Did Grandma know this until
No.
today that you don't?
She
She's
doesn't-
not. She's not listening.
She doesn't listen.
She's got other grandchildren she listens to.
we
Oh, they're more important.
Yep, most definitely.
they're on in 7 markets.
They don't talk about booze and cigars and manly stuff. She's more interested in the gardening,
Flowers
and the gardening show that
crocheting.
my cousin Steven does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, while I'm very excited that we're going up to Long Island to do a live remote, it's our first live remote. What, since the Milwaukee?
No, since Tampa.
What did we do? Was that after Milwaukee? We did Tampa. Or was the grand opening of the Davidoff store?
Yeah, that was the 200th episode. Was Tampa
200 episodes, like 60.
or was the Lazona Palooza after?
Could be, but either way, it's been a while.
It's been a little while.
It's been a
since
long
we've hit the
time
road.
since we did hit the road, but we actually have ulterior motives as to why
course.
we're going up there.
Yeah, we do.
Our initial intentions were we were just going to crash Paul's wedding.
That was the total
Yeah,
plan.
he invited us. We all told him we weren't going to go.
I got no.
Party pooper.
Yes, and then
Well,
we were
to
going
be fair, I didn't invite Erica.
I know.
well, she's
I
there
am
now.
well aware. So
I was given a +1.
I'm the party crasher. Wait.
I was given
I
a
was
plus
given a
one.
+1.
Were you? I invited you with a +1.
I believe so.
That was a mistake.
I'm pretty sure on the invitation it said "and guest."
Oh, crap.
No, I like it better where I'm a wedding crasher.
But no, I wanted to.
cooler.
But then we realized that we have to promote the show,
Right?
and it would kind of been hard to promote that we were going to be in Long Island without Paul.
Plus, again, who wants to
Knowing.
do all the work?
But I told him I didn't want seats because I wanted to be an official wedding crasher, and he gave us seats.
Yeah, you have seats.
He's such a.
However, he told me last night you took us away from the fun table.
Aww.
Well, hold on. I didn't take you away from the fun table. I put you at the fun table without having actual prior authorization for the fun table.
So the wife,
Stephanie-
the wife shut it down.
Yeah,
She
you're
moved
at
us.
one of the cousins' tables at the end, but you're close to the bar,
We're at the
and
cousins'
you're not going to
table.
be you're not going to be sitting anyway. You're not going to be. You're going to love.
Listen,
you're going to be up and
All I
dancing.
know is it can't be bad as Emily's wedding.
Why Emily's wedding was bad?
No, it was great, but she sat us up to some psychopaths.
Well, you
Like,
might.
when I tell you psychopaths, like we just started getting up and wandering. We wouldn't even eat our food. We're like, oh, we can't sit next to that lady. She was like absolutely
I
positive.
need to move your table.
Insane. And my dad
See,
was there.
we're with the weird cousins,
she
aren't
was,
we?
She was asking my dad if he wanted to go out and get high with her. Oh yeah. Oh no, this woman was completely.
And did you?
No, my dad. She asked my dad.
I know.
And
I was
did he
making
go?
a joke.
No, he didn't.
Obviously, your
go.
father did not go get high.
But I'm telling you, man, they would not be quiet. And then she kept telling me about the pinky. I had to put the pinky on the table.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, okay, sure. No, put the pinky on the table. Yeah, sure. Then she grabs my hand, slams it on the table. She's, this is how we stay calm. I'm like,
Are you serious?
no, yeah. It was something that you couldn't write up for
I want to
television.
meet the woman that can put Abe in his place.
Do
Oh,
you
no.
think that
We all got up. We left. We just wandered. We wouldn't go back to the table.
Emily definitely hired that person?
Which brings
No.
me
It's one of her friend's moms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, her poor husband, sweetest guy on earth.
Aw,
Nice
well, that's
guy.
how it works
sat there.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he learned to keep his mouth shut
I'm
a long
like,
time
you go
ago.
home with that? Oh, my God.
He's just like this.
Holy cow.
I feel like people say that when Stephanie goes home with me. Really? You're going home with that?
Probably.
Aw,
Anyway, we here at
stop.
KMA Talk Radio like to give fantastic things away. Every week, our good friends over at Zycar give us the Zycar Caption Contest of the Week. Congratulations to last week's winner, Dustin Meinert of Palm Beach County. He took home last week's Zycar prize. Congratulations, Dustin. That'll be going out to you soon.
Not a local.
If
He
you-
had a. Did you read his caption?
I did not.
No.
Oh, no, we can't read it on the air.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Pretty funny, though.
So if
Can't
you
read it on the air.
can't
though.
read it on the air, it's pretty funny. Make sure you
All
head
right,
over to the
I'm going
KMA Talk Radio
Yeah.
Facebook page, check out last week's caption, see what Dustin's winning caption was. If you think you're pretty funny and want to participate in this week's caption, head over to the KMA Talk Radio
Think
Facebook
I'm
page.
I'm expecting a plethora of interesting captions this week.
Yes.
Because this can go like many different ways.
What we've got here is a photo of Tiger Woods,
Whispering.
and
pointing.
President W. Bush, and William Jefferson Clinton, all standing at the President's Cup from last weekend. And Tiger Woods is pointing off, and they're all looking in the distance at something.
Very, very mischievously.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you
Yes.
can guess as to what. Well, I'm sure a lot of captions will be.
I'm
you
sure
see,
they're gonna be
there's
interesting.
a red one
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, Bill, that one
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you could take home a Zadris lighter in Sandstone Tan. A fantastic.
That's
new
like a
Zycar
tongue
prize.
twister right there.
Yeah.
There's some cool colors, though. that
Zycar,
they've-
Zidrus lighter in Santone Tan. Say that
Santone
fi-
Tan.
Say that 5 times fast.
Sandstone Tan.
Sandstone.
Sandstone.
Whoopsie, you
Sandstone.
can
Sandstone.
There you go.
look at the website though
Sandstone.
for the Zycar. There's a million new colors in a lot of their accessories now that are really cool. The Chopper Orange is one we gave away that I really
Chopper
like.
orange. I like that.
Yeah.
Every week, our good friend Scott Weeks, the people over at Recluse Cigars, like to give away a 5-pack of cigars in the Zycar KMA Poll of the Week. Last week, we asked you what would be the best send-off to memorialize Hugh Hefner. 47.6% of you said a 21 Playboy model salute. Guns out, ladies, for Hef. 42% of you said a universal moment of silence in all gentlemen's clubs. Put down the singles, men, and let's remember Hef. And only 9.5% of you said all Playboy models take a knee. Well, good call. Congratulations to Jeff Dunlap of Springtown, Texas. He is taking home a 5-pack of Recluse cigars. If you would like a 5-pack of Recluse cigars, just head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Cast your vote in this week's poll.
I like this week's poll.
I like it too.
Very creative, Paul.
I
Very
think the
creative.
three of us like it, and there's one person here that doesn't like it.
No, you know what? I've come to determine he likes the attention.
Does he?
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't. He does not. He does not like the attention, but he just doesn't care.
Adam doesn't care. Shocked, I tell you.
What would weird you out the most about me?
What would weird you out the most?
That I am actually an alien. I do flower arranging and cross-stitching in my spare time. I have a secret family that nobody knows about. I'm actually a woman.
Now, that was all the answers that Paul had, but I said, dude, you're missing the most important one.
Yeah, and you added this
which
one.
is number 5.
Yeah.
None of the above.
Yeah, because
None of the above.
I honestly don't believe that any of those really would surprise me.
I see Colin's brain working over here because he knows Adam probably longer than any of us here, so he's thinking in his head
I still
which one
think
would
the
freak him out
family.
more.
That still would be
I really don't
that
think,
or none.
I really don't think any of them would really shock me. I mean, even the woman one, I've made reference to. I believe he was Brienne from Game of Thrones.
I don't. Bryn, I think.
Yeah,
or Bryn.
yeah, Colin's laughing. Hey, why don't you post a picture of her up on our Facebook and say, is this the real Adam K?
Okay.
But yeah.
Is this his
You
doppelganger?
guys get the same bangs going.
Were they separated at birth?
See, but maybe that's why he doesn't want his grandma on here. He was born Alice.
That'd be news to me.
You would get we'd get so much press for the show. Why would you hold that back from us?
Yeah, I know. Gosh, you're holding us back, Adam.
Dude, you make it sound like you're trying to exploit his grandmother.
Well, I mean,
kind of is. Just saying.
Really not.
Anyway,
yeah.
it's going to be a fantastic show. Kenny Anderson, former NBA star, former number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft, will be our guest today.
Yeah, I heard he's got some big news today, too. We're going to talk about some cool stuff, so I'm excited.
Kenny is a fantastic guy. He's got a lot to say. We're also going to talk about Marzan-style and Oktoberfest-style beers.
We got beers?
In the second hour of the show.
Beer.
we have beer?
Oh, I can't drink beer.
Why?
Well, more for the rest of us.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I'm on a diet, but not today.
Yeah, Paul inspired
Where's
me.
the beer?
We'll bring it in. Don't worry. Calm down there.
It's chilling in the cooler right
Alky.
now. Yeah.
Yes, Alky.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what you said?
It's going to be a
So I've
great
gone from
show. Make
Kratom
sure you stick around.
Alky.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Nat Sherman is the leading American luxury brand in premium cigars. From the classic range of the Metropolitan and Host selections to the transformative Timeless collection, their elegant Sterling and limited edition offerings, or the bold and commemorative 1930 blend Andy Polka. Everyone has the opportunity to enjoy a Nat Sherman experience. Family owned and operated since 1930, Nat Sherman's tradition of innovation and commitment to excellence reminds us why America's Nat Sherman brand is known as tobacconist to the world.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, the Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe.
Good morning.
And KMA's mistress of morning radio, Eric D.
You know, it just wouldn't be me if I would just let it slide under the radar. But what's with the morning guess?
The morning what?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Wow. He just
came out.
Yes. You got? Is that your morning chauffeur who bought you this morning, or was this like a Kratom bar extravaganza that flourished into the next morning?
A Kratom bar extravaganza.
Do we want to share? Do we want to introduce our friend? Or?
Kratom craving.
Sure, that's Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Come on,
Come here, Eddie. You got to put him on the mic. So,
oh God.
Oh my god!
So Eddie, we're gonna have to be honest here. I mean, you got dragged to this shindig this morning, didn't you?
No, actually, I wanted to come.
Come on, Eddie.
I watched you guys on Facebook Live, man.
No way.
Absolutely.
Oh, see, I thought I would get a better
pick
story out of
a
that.
better story. Eddie, you can make stuff up. Go ahead.
Actually, the stuff I could actually tell is a lot more interesting than anything I could ever make up.
I don't know what you're referring to.
No, I just well, thank you for being a fan, Eddie. We appreciate it, my man. Well, she made fun of me because I came with AJ.
I totally did.
Today.
Came in and AJ's driving.
Oh, you got a chauffeur? I'm like, I could say the same about you.
I was honest. I said, yeah, you
I don't think she knows this, but if you had the option, you would never drive another day again.
Never drive again.
Never.
Ever. I don't care.
I'm available.
If I won
if that's a job.
If I won the Powerball tomorrow, okay,
yes.
I wouldn't have a boat, wouldn't have nothing fancy, nothing, but I would have a full-time chauffeur.
Really?
I hate driving. It's like my one little thing. I don't like driving.
No. If we're going around the corner,
yes,
I have to drive.
Yeah,
really?
just give him the keys.
Yeah, he's like, here. No, I'm just waiting. Yep, here.
If we're driving as a family, my wife drives.
They came in, windows rolled down, chilling.
It is hot outside, for Pete's sake.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's why you keep them rolled up.
We've been letting our guests sit for far too long. Kenny Anderson is our guest today. Kenny, thank you for coming up from Pembroke, being here today. It is an honor to have you back. Since we got a couple of minutes here, I have to ask, there's a lot going on with the state of the NBA. And as a former, NBA professional, one of those few guys you can actually say, I was in the league. I was a lottery pick, which is something a lot of people can't say. What do you feel about the current state of the league? Because there's a lot going on right now. Obviously, the Carmelo trade. There's a bunch of new rule changes that are going in. The All-Star trade.
What are some of the rule changes? I don't know.
Well, basically, what they did for scheduling purposes, they got rid of back-to-backs, which is a big thing that the players have been complaining about for years and years, which was also affecting coaches would rest guys all the time, especially on a back-to-back.
Right.
So somebody be going to town.
I don't mess with that. I don't think they should change that. The money is bigger. The lead is at an all-time high. It's great. They travel is easy. You have 5-star hotels. Guys hanging out with trainers, living with the trainers. You don't need
personal chefs all the time.
Make it a little more challenging, more difficult. Play those back-to-backs. When I was in the lead 90s, we had to play. Nobody was coming over to us saying, "Hey, you know what? Tonight, you played 40+ minutes back-to-back.
Take a night off.
Take a night off." Nobody was doing that.
Nobody did that then.
I don't know, man.
But did you find it? Because you played a long time. Did you find it really was it? Because look, I played football, so I knew there's no back-to-back football, man. You're bruised. You can't walk the next morning.
Exactly.
Wow.
Did you find it physically?
Not at 20, man. Not at 20. Come on, man. I got the lead at 21. As the years progress and you get the minutes, it might affect you somewhat.
Yeah.
But not at 20, man. I'm running around. I'm waiting for the next game. After I could have probably played another game right after the other game.
When we're kids, we'll play 5 days a week, hours on end.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't buy that. Changing the back-to-backs and things of that nature. Don't change the season. 82 games is cool, but come on, man. These guys, so much money
Did
being
they shorten
made.
the games too?
Well, no, they didn't. There's Adam Silver, the commissioner, actually made a comment this week about the idea of possibly shortening the season, which would actually what they're talking about doing is expanding the playoff structure so it would start earlier. And it wouldn't roll over as much into summer as much.
And now they changed the training camp regiment. Now it's no contact, it's video and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to sound like a bitter, old school, old head. Just hating on these young guys that's making all this money. But I'm hating a little bit.
But I'm gonna anyway.
Anyway, I'm hating. But
a lot of the guys from your generation say that too about all these guys whining all the time and taking nights off.
But I think it's a common sentiment because you see these football players. What do you mean air-filled helmets? We wore leather. You know what I mean? Right?
Yes,
time changed. You
got to change with the time.
It does change. It's an evolution of the sport.
But it is all Great Highs, $1 billion business. It's global. It's huge.
Well,
you got a lot of European players in the league now. When I was in the league, it was only a few. Now it's global. It's awesome, man. I'm a fan.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a very exciting time. I mean, obviously, it's a lot of guys that are moving on. The Western Conference is becoming a very interesting place with the Warriors running the globe, and now Carmelo's in the West at OKC with Paul George and Westbrook. So, and then of course you got Chris Paul joining up with James Harden. So that's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a very exciting season.
The Wild Wild West. That's going to be interesting. But Golden State are going to win it anyway.
Oh yeah.
I believe so. That's what I believe. No injuries with those guys, and they're young, and the core is there. 2-3 more years. They probably I think, will run the NBA for the next 2-3 years with no injuries.
Well,
but you never know.
Exactly. You never know when the injury bug is going to strike and somebody's going to break an ankle. It's a fun thing. So we're going to have more with Kenny Anderson. We have to take a quick little break. We will come back. I want to get your opinion on how you feel about the new Let's Pick Teams for the All-Star Game and what that's going to do. Not to mention we've got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. There will be all kinds of great topics and discussion. When we come back, more with Kenny Anderson. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hoya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Make sure you try all of Caldwell's lines, including Long Live the King, Blind Man's Bluff, and Eastern Standard, which were all awarded 91 ratings by Cigar Aficionado and Cigar Snob. Do not forget the 93-rated King is Dead, which earned a spot in the top 25 cigars of the year last year by Cigar Aficionado. You can find more information by following Caldwell Cigar Company on Facebook. If you're not running with us, run from us. We own the night. Caldwell Cigar Company.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning, tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco. From seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua, with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hey, R.I.P.
Birthday. Myself some love.
Aww.
Good work, Colin. R.I.P. TP.
Why we couldn't get no Queens, no rap in there a little bit? No Nas. We couldn't come in on no Nas.
We can make that happen.
Next time.
Nas, Queens, you know
It's
what I'm saying?
his birthday.
Jay-Z.
It's his
My
birthday weekend, man.
baby. Come on,
Least
let's
we
turn
can
this
do.
thing up.
Who
Have
says
this lit.
Who says R.I.P. instead of RIP? Like
Rip.
Who says R.I.P. like that?
Who said it?
I did.
Adam.
What did he say?
I said R.I.P. TP.
Oh, Tom Petty?
Yeah.
All
But
right.
isn't that weird?
rest in peace.
Rip sounds like
It's
Rest in
Adam.
peace, my
No.
man Tom
Rip
Petty.
Tom Petty. Yeah, exactly.
It's Adam.
No.
With him.
I don't think I've ever heard
I
him
would
refer to
totally.
this
I'm
rip.
sorry. I got to be with you
I
on
roll
this
with
one.
him.
I would have
Yeah.
said I wouldn't have said rip.
I roll with him.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it as rip.
Just
Really?
sounds like.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've only ever heard RIP.
Maybe it's
RIP TP.
No, I
Nah.
think you might be the odd one out on this one, Paulie.
Oh, that's not the first time.
I think I would say R.I.P. too.
Yeah, rip just sounds you know, it's
You
like
know, if someone said rip, I'd be like, okay,
What?
am I smelling
doing?
soon in the room?
I mean, do this. Maybe it's a
Somebody
Long
rip
Island
one?
thing. So next week, why don't you do this around the room? Do a poll,
And when they all disagree with you, will you then feel silly?
They're my people. They're not going to.
They're your people. He's going to send out emails.
Oh my God! It's time for a new producer.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe, and KMA's Mistress of Morning Radio, the lovely Erica, and our special guest.
All right, listen. I know that rolled off the tongue. I'm sorry, Kenny, but seriously, that sounded like. Moving on.
Oh, that's the way he talks.
No,
no.
We'd already gotten into. We've already been in here.
She's
There's been an early banter.
She's just used to the Mistress of Morning Radio.
Right.
Erica D.
Oh,
That's,
see?
you know, that's, you know.
No, because KMA is more.
She's used to that.
What?
Because I put a little.
You're going to get a. And Kenny Anderson, yeah?
I put,
Right?
I put a little Casanova in my
Right.
introducer.
Right. Well, I've already done it twice, and now we're still in the middle of the show. It's been on for a half an hour now, so I'm just trying to keep things going until we
I'm
get back
still
to talking to Kenny Anderson.
no less exciting.
And now you know why he's single.
Among many other reasons.
Yeah.
Yes. So before we went to break, we've been talking about the NBA, the current state of the NBA. I mean, a lot of crazy things are going
We were
on.
talking about the All-Star game, which
Yeah.
I found interesting during the
which
break.
came out this week. That
This seems like playground rules.
exactly. It's really,
What is this?
It comes out. It's going to be playground rules. The top vote getter in the
That's
West
awesome,
and the
man.
top vote getter in the East, they just get to pick. They're just going to start
I gotta
picking
go
guys.
back. I gotta go back when I was an All-Star in '94. I was one of the most because that's the year Jordan retired. It was in Minnesota, and I was one of the guards that got the most votes. I think so. I would have been a captain. I think I gotta go. That would have been cool being the captain because the person in the East who gets the most votes and the person in the West gets the most votes. They pick the team.
Right.
It's just I get this. I get Curry. I'm taking Kyrie. I get Carmelo.
It's
I
just like
want
pickup
Westbrook.
ball, man. The playground.
Exactly. So
You know who you pick.
Do you think
don't? Erica don't get. I got to teach you about
Look,
basketball.
at the end of the day, you have
Yeah.
to understand the motivation's all about the show.
Well, therein lies the
they're
problem.
trying to keep
But you
the
just said
All-Star
you got
game-
to pick the team, so what's
No, I didn't get to pick the team,
Like
but
the
now
captain.
the new rules. Yeah,
The
the
new
captains,
rules.
the two captains can pick who they want to
now?
pick.
It's like a
And
playground.
how did it used to? How was
Well,
it?
just
It
the
was-
East and West.
It was just East versus
West,
West, and the
West.
top vote getters.
Vote.
And basically, the problem is, in the last few years, it's just become nobody's playing defense. Everybody's just out trying to score their own points. Everybody's trying not to get hurt. Everybody's going half speed. And
Oh,
a
so
lot
it's
of
not an interesting
a lot of
game.
guys have said from different interviews. I heard that if like one guy like LeBron or KD said, no, we're going to bring it.
Yeah.
We're just going to go at it. We're going to go hardcore. We're going to put on a good show. Everybody else would step up their game. Do you think that would do it, or can this new picking teams help to elevate? Because it feels like in the last couple of years, everybody's been saying in the All-Star game, nobody.
Well, I just think the guys got to, maybe I thought they should go the baseball way, like far as the East, and like if the East wins, the home court advantage, something like that. So
Make
it's
it
more
worthwhile.
challenge.
Right,
I'm not
right,
that, but the
right.
guys that go all out and play much harder.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Something like that. I'm not sure if that home court and things of that nature, because NBA is different
Did you,
with the
did-
record.
when you played in the All-Star game,
See,
were you
me,
worried about
I didn't
getting
take it. I didn't take it serious. I wish I
Yeah.
would have. I was in there just chilling. You know, I say I had a crazy night before. they played it, but
we got a game today.
I wish I
Right?
was. I think I got snubbed a few years. I should have probably in my 14-year career probably should have been like 3, 4 All-Stars. And I got
absolutely.
snubbed a little bit. I played, made one in '94, and and the important thing about that, it wasn't the coaches, it wasn't nobody. My fans. That's how popular I was. I got voted on by the fans, so that was big to me. And I
Wow.
started.
Yes.
So it was big for me that way. It wasn't no coaches, no play, no nothing. The fans voted me on, so it was big.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Now it's we are here with Kenny Anderson. This is KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister, and we are definitely having a fantastic show.
Now, on top of everything, you are a very much avid cigar smoker.
Oh man,
I mean, you're in shops all the time. You're smoking cigars.
Yeah.
How did you get into the cigars?
'97.
Who influenced you?
A guy by the name of Brandon. His family owned. When I got to Boston, I started smoking cigars. Boston Celtics, '97. Brandon, wherever you are, love you, miss you, man. His family owned Cigar Masters on Newberry Street.
Okay,
that was my hangout, and he showed me. He introduced me to cigars.
Did you
walk? Padron was one of the first cigars I smoked. And that's my favorite.
Did you walk into his shop, or did you meet him somewhere?
I
and
walked
talk-
in.
So what
and then
made
we
you walk
became-
into a shop for the first time?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a bar.
Kenny Anderson got into cigar smoking on accident.
On accident.
You heard it here first.
And he was a big Celtic fan, and he sat down, and I didn't have nothing to do. I was bored. I just sat there, and this young kid just, he struck a chord with me, and we just started hanging out, and I started going there. Every day. That was like my hangout spot, like
Nice.
every day. And then he just, started, I started smoking cigars. I even stopped drinking, and I just started smoking cigars. That was
Okay.
like my substitute for drinking.
Good.
So I just
Wow.
started smoking, and now I left the liquor alone.
Right.
So now I just drink beer and wine.
Okay.
And
Right.
I have a nice cigar. So I've been smoking from 1997. So it's not a fad. It relaxes me, and I definitely love going, to different lounges and interacting with people.
That's the best part.
That's the
Yeah.
best part.
It's a lifestyle.
It's
People
a
don't get it.
lifestyle, and I met so many different people, different walks of life. We talk not in basketball.
No,
these
the
guys
conversations
some of
are-
these guys teach me something that
Yep.
I'm like, wow, okay, and that's to the next thing. That's why I'm creating this cigar club,
And we're
My
gonna-
Guy Cigar Club. We're
Yeah.
gonna get into that.
I
but
wanna
that's
get into
what I'm
that,
gonna-
yeah.
it's gonna be awesome.
That's called a teaser. We mentioned
Yeah,
it
yeah,
now.
yeah, you did it.
We
You
make
did
them
it
come
right.
back.
You know how to
We'll
do it.
later.
Later
You know how to
on.
We're
do
going
it.
to tell everybody
So,
how they can be on the
yeah.
ground level of this cigar club you're starting. But no, I mean, listen, I've had a motto for years.
Yeah.
And my motto's always been cigar smoking's like sex.
Yeah.
You could do it alone, but it's always better with company.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
No,
I-
definitely. Like at my house, backyard,
Can
backyard.
you have sex alone? Not technically.
Sure you can.
Yeah, you can.
Sure you can.
You can.
Erica, I'll talk to you in the break.
Yeah.
Sex if it's
Paul,
alone.
the producer.
If it's alone, okay, whatever. I have a question. I want to know. You're drinking. You said wine and beer. Is there
Yeah,
a wine
wine.
that you like to drink with
Kim,
this?
Kim Crawford is my favorite. Sauvignon Blanc. So
Okay.
white, that's my
Nice.
favorite. That's my favorite wine. White
And is the cigar relaxing itself, or just the act of smoking the
it's the
cigar?
taste. It's the taste of cigar, and just the whole act. It's the lifestyle. You know what I mean?
It
It's
is. I've always
it's
said
a,
it.
It's a whole vibe of it, and it buzzes you. Now, don't get me wrong. The strong, full body Maduro. It gives you a slight buzz.
Yeah.
Which is
You know
what you
I mean? Which is
Really?
great.
That's what you smoke, right?
That's
Kenny?
what-
You smoke
yeah.
really strong
Yeah, I
cigars.
like strong cigars. It gives you a buzz. It relaxes me. Like I said, it relaxes me.
It
Smoking
is.
cigars.
So it's a combination of everything. It is the
When
cigar,
things
the
are going
environment.
crazy in my world.
Absolutely.
Go there, sit down.
I go to a lounge. I sit down by myself.
Yes.
That's when things are going crazy. I like to get a corner somewhere, sit, smoke my cigar, and I start just thinking about the solution and about what plans
Problem
I'm
solving,
having to do.
sure.
Problem solving, and that's what it is.
Right
it's
on.
been that for years.
I can appreciate that.
I've always said some of the world's biggest problems were solved in cigar shops.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You sit there with a bunch of guys, you come up with
Yeah.
a solution. It's the truth.
Probably
It's
a lot of
good.
great stuff was invented
Look,
too.
there's a
Morning cigar with coffee.
Yeah.
I
There-
love that. I
Yeah.
do coffee with my cigars.
There's a transcendence of guys who smoke cigars. There's an automatic bond, or I can relate to, where it transcends your income level, your social status, and I've seen it all.
Because it draws a particular type of person.
It is.
So it's
And some of these big events now, they're all over the country, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 people. These guys come from all over for
Isn't that
to
great?
celebrate.
It's that sense of community. It's so
My
great.
balling out now, not cars, not
Not
clothes,
balling out with-
not nothing. Cigars.
Cigar-
My budget is out of my cigar budget is out of this world. If I do it weekly, it's out of this world. My wife be like, think I'm crazy. Like my cigar budget is out of this world. That's
What
I
did
live
you bring
for.
with you today? What's this one here?
That's the new one. AJ just told
Oh, okay.
He just gave me to try that.
Oh,
What is
okay.
that?
It's the Christoph.
Christoph, yeah.
Yep. The pissed off Christoph.
Pissed off.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
an
Creative
ode
name.
to the FDA.
Yes. Are you conscious about what's going on
Yeah,
with
the
the
rules
FDA?
and regulations.
Yeah,
I
it's
read it.
it's
You know what I'm
it's
saying? For the business.
sad, isn't it?
Sad, yeah.
Sad that we got to fight our own
Make it-
government
make
to
it-
enjoy
when it-
something
when-
as adults.
When you start making more money, they want their piece.
Meanwhile, they're opening up weed farms
Yeah, and
and,
all
and
that.
Right.
all over the country
They
like
want
it's going
their
out of
money.
style.
That's just life, man. Things
That's
is blowing up.
that's
They
politics
want-
for you.
Politics, yep.
Ah, yes, it's politics, and it's always striking. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're
We're
going
going to talk about the cigar club.
We're going to talk about Kenny Anderson's new cigar club.
See what that's about.
Absolutely. Hey, keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
When Dominican passion, artistry, and skill combine with 114 years of family legacy, you don't just have a cigar, you have the cigar. Whether you love the mild, flavorful La Aurora 1987 Connecticut, the spicy 1962 Corojo, or the always smooth, sweet La Aurora 1903 Cameroon, you aren't just enjoying a part of history, you're lighting your own legacy, flavor, value, family. Be a part of something. Look to the lion. Smoke La Aurora. We are Dominican defined.
Congratulations, champ, on winning your exhibition fight. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to smoke one of these amazing Leaf by Oscar cigars.
You mean Leaf by Oscar?
That's what I said, Leaf by Oscar.
It's called Leaf by Oscar, and yes, they are amazing cigars.
See, now you're making me mad. I just want to enjoy my Leaf by Oscar cigar, but you're making fun of me.
It's called Leaf by Oscar.
That's 2 knockouts. Now I get to smoke 2 Leaf by Oscar cigars.
That's Leaf by Oscar.
Hi, this is Rocky Patel, and I'd like to invite you to try one of our Decade cigars. This premier cigar received a 95 rating from Cigar Aficionado, one of the highest ratings ever afforded by that magazine. It's a beautiful Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras. This cigar is medium to full-bodied, rich, complex, yet elegant and well-balanced. I promise you, you're going to love the Decade. Try it.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Zycar, the world leader in cigar accessories, has done it again. One of their best lighters is now even better. The popular Enigma Double Jet Flame lighter is now the new Enigma 2. Complete with a new clean design, this lighter was re-engineered for dependability and performance. It feels more ergonomic in your hand, and new internal components give it the horsepower you need. Like everything Zycar, this comes with the incredible lifetime warranty. Zycar for life.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Low profile, rap style, slick is new now. Give the crew pounds every time we cover.
Welcome back to KMA.
There you go.
How we doing?
Compliments
Smile.
of Colin and Errol.
There you go. We's in the house.
I'm Adam K, the Brewmaster. With me, of course, Honest Abe, KMA's mistress of morning radio, the lovely Erica.
Thank you. You paid attention to detail there.
Yes.
And we are here with our special guest, Kenny Anderson, former NBA star, number 2 overall pick, and just all-around cigar enthusiast. Kenny, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, man. I want to puff one down though. My
That's-
palate.
He's
That's how I'm
staring
feeling.
at
I
it
can't
like,
wait to get out of here.
That's what we missed when we used to do it live in the store. We'd light up, smoke, drink.
The next time we have you in, Kenny, we'll do a remote.
A live,
from
yeah.
Casa de Monte Cristo.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we can smoke.
Or maybe we'll come to you and be closer to your house.
There you go.
Man. Whatever. Let's do it.
Speaking of cigars, we just found out about this today. You're starting a cigar club.
Yeah, cigar
so tell
club,
us about the cigar club.
So basically, me and my good friend, my business partner Bobby Parker, like you said, I've been smoking, going into different lounges and talking to people, signing autographs, doing all type of stuff. And I'm like, yo, we do this. Let's create a cigar club. And that's what we're doing. We're going to take it on the road, different cigar lounges. We're going to talk to the distributors, the representatives of each cigar we're going to feature.
Right.
And then they're going to come in. We're going to talk. And I'm going to have a celebrity guest, whatever city I'm in. A couple of my friends play football, basketball, golf, whoever, going to come by and stop by. I'm going to give signed autographs from my gear, whatever, all the stuff that I have. I'll be giving out in the clubs. The club members gonna get cigar, drinks, whatever.
So
And it's gonna be like a mixture, a networking event.
Okay.
But also
a traveling one, all
different
over.
cities.
Right.
And I'm definitely smoking. Smoking.
No,
I want to
we'll
do the
smoke
first one
in,
here.
We'll be behind you.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
now, will there be a membership?
Yeah,
club?
membership.
Okay.
We doing the package now. We're
Right.
setting up the package now. It ain't gonna be much, 50 to 100, in somewhere in there, 50 to 100 for a year membership, something like that. So it's I'm excited
Now,
about
when
it.
they sign up, maybe they can.
Yeah, they're gonna get a bunch of stuff.
Right,
That's what we're
package,
setting
right,
up now.
right.
We're gonna get the package.
When do you hope to launch this?
The first 2 weeks in November.
That's
around the corner.
Yeah.
So you can follow us on my Guy Cigar Club, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook.
You didn't call it the Mr. Chibbs Club?
Nah, that's separate. Yeah. That's separate. My Guy Cigar Club.
My Guy.
I like it.
Cigar.
My Guy.
My Guy or guys with an S?
My Guy.
My Guy.
My Guy.
Cigar
Singular.
Club.
And if you know me, everybody that know me that's close.
My Guy.
I call everybody my guy.
Yeah.
It's a substitute for the N word.
Right.
So I'm trying to, all my friends be my
Right.
my guy.
Right.
I don't.
I like
trying
that.
To change,
I like it
I'm trying
too.
to change.
I
I
like
don't like
that.
using that word
Sure.
even among my peers.
Yeah.
And it's for us. It's adorable. We glorify it.
Right.
But I don't want to. I don't do that. So I say my guy. So
Right.
everybody
I like
knows. When they see me, I'm gonna say my guy.
Right on.
So it's my
I
guy
like
Cigar
that.
Club.
That's interesting. No, I mean, I never heard anybody
That's why.
express it. That's great. I like that. So is the website up and live yet or no?
Yeah, no. We Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My Guy Cigar Club. You could check it out.
But there will be a
Follow.
website.
No, definitely. We
Okay.
on it. Any day now, it's going to be up and running.
By the
I
time
just
the
wanted
show
to
is
introduce
over.
it.
It'll be
I wanted to introduce it, man, because it's going to be great. I'm just going to be traveling different cities and everything. But here, Smoke and Abe, got love for you, so we gonna have to do it big at one of the Smoke
What
ends.
we'll do too is we'll
One of the
also,
clubs.
you know what, like depending on when you do it,
Yeah.
we'll coordinate with you. Maybe we'll come out and do a live show wherever you're doing an event one morning. I mean, that'd be
Yeah,
pretty cool,
that would
too.
be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
You know,
You know what I
we're
mean?
always looking to hit the road,
I-
go
I
somewhere
think,
cool, and visit cool shops.
Because I know a lot of cigar smokers love their, they fans of the
Sure.
sports, basketball,
Yes.
baseball, and I got a lot of friends that
Yeah.
smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And my guy Antonio Tarver, the great
Yeah.
boxer, he's a
Yeah.
good friend of mine. We do stuff in Tampa together.
Very
so
cool.
we
Nice.
got different. I know they want to come in and sit down and just chop it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Socialize with about different things in life. It'd be awesome.
No, I'm excited. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be the first member.
Yeah, no, you are.
No, listen.
You're already, man.
By the way, your dues are due.
After the show, baby.
Wait, I forgot my checkbook. Hold on. Damn.
Checks in the mail.
You take PayPal.
Right?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Just give me.
I'm pretty sure he's got a square reader in the car.
Let me go get that. Hold on.
Right.
Hold on, 1 minute. We'll take plastic too. It all works out.
But I did mention Mr. Chibbs.
Yeah.
Now, your documentary, it's been out for now, what, a year and a half?
A year and a half, 2
Yeah.
years. But, it was hard. No one could see it. But now it's on
Canopy.
Canopy now.
On
All the-
Canopy.
it's on
Are you familiar with Canopy?
Yeah, you got to explain it to the people. Canopy is in libraries.
It's like it's a library that stores documentaries, movies, indie films, and streams them. So it's
So it's
an
live.
So what is this?
It's an app.
Mr. Chibbs is my documentary.
Yeah.
Canopy is the app.
You download the Canopy app, and you have access to Mr. Chibbs and other documentaries and indie movies and stuff like that.
Now, you don't know about my documentaries. My nickname is Chibbs.
I was
My mother used to call me Mr. Chibbs. So I named the life story, my life documentary, Mr. Chibbs.
Wow.
It's about my life.
Yeah.
And very deep, very interesting. And now they Canopy just bought it, and they're gonna run it through the libraries and things like this app. It's only $2. To get
right.
the app.
You download it, right?
You just gotta, if you're a fan of mine and you want to see something. It's a real raw, classy, done documentary. Jill Campbell was the director. She did a hell of a job. Shadowed me for 4 years, and I've talked in that documentary. It's everything. It's really, really raw about my life.
It wasn't easy.
Was it tough to go through that? I mean, talking about it all. I mean,
it was
obviously,
therapy for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
Sure,
it was tough having cameras in your face every day, though.
But eventually, did you
tune them out?
Not see them?
After a while, you tune them out sometime.
Yeah.
And then she got so much raw footage. I was like, oh, what did I do that? Oh shit! What? You got me butt
Drop.
You better cut that.
Yeah.
That's great.
No.
Well, you do. You forget that they're there, and I bet the end is probably way better than the beginning in terms of how you're sharing and expressing, and because you lose that.
It's very cathartic.
Yeah, absolutely.
The end is now. I'm here.
Right.
I'm raising my family in Pembroke
Beautiful
Pines.
daughter.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
Got a beautiful young lady here.
Gorgeous.
Raising my family. My
Look at the
third.
smile
I'm
on
trying
her.
to
I know,
work.
right?
She's smiling over
She
there.
does
She
have a
must
great
have got her looks
smile.
from her
I
mama.
talked about my, my 8 kids.
Didn't even hear it.
No.
Yeah.
She must have got her looks from her mama.
Nah, man. He, man. But no, we got to.
Listen, I'm proud to say that all my daughters look like my
all
wife.
my kids, all
Because
my
God
kids
forbid.
look like me.
God forbid.
But I talked about my eight kids, my 2 failed marriages, some other stuff deep that you go in and watch it, you'll get a lot out of it. It's deep.
I'm sure.
Awesome.
So yeah, Canopy. Anybody who wants to check it out, just download the app Canopy. You can find the documentary Mr. Chibbs and have access to a lot of other indies and documentaries you can watch. So I never heard of the app, so I'm going to
Yeah, I
download
never
It's
heard
very
of it
cool.
either.
Yeah, Canopy with a K.
Canopy with a K.
Canopy with a
That's
K.
important.
Yes.
That's important.
Oh,
Not
that
with
sounds
the C.
familiar now. I think I heard somebody mention it in one of those other things. That
Somebody
there's
would've
there's a
typed
lot
that
of
in
these
and
new
picked that
little
up.
streaming services that are trying to pick up and come on
It's
and create
amazing
new
now.
content.
There's so many ways to get media out there.
So
it's
many
good.
ways.
It's good, but it's good messages too. You know, it's good to get out.
Yeah.
Sure, because we talked a little bit in depth last
Oh,
time.
I was
you were
here when it was being made.
Yes,
I came last
yes,
year.
it was like
y'all did a good feature on me with the documentary. It was awesome. I had to come back.
Yeah, just before it came out, we
Yeah,
had John.
yeah.
You talked a little bit more in depth about your issues, and you get very personal.
Yeah,
It's very
definitely.
personal.
Yeah, but I think that's important. Honesty about it, and the willingness to discuss it definitely
No,
moves,
it's good.
moves you through it.
Good stuff.
Absolutely. This is KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Dave and the lovely Erica. We are talking to Kenny Anderson on this, the 7th of October in the year 2017.
It's almost over.
Time
Crazy.
is flying.
People are decorating for holidays, and I'm not okay with it. I'm just throwing it out there.
I saw Christmas stuff out
Yes.
yesterday when I was in the store.
It was out like almost a month ago.
Yeah.
They were already putting
Halloween
Christmas stuff out.
Halloween stuff I seen. I don't know. Maybe one year I never do it in my subdivision. Everybody decorate their house around my
For
house.
Halloween?
And I have nothing up in my house. I
See?
just go
There you go.
outside and look at this.
But it's so fun.
Be like, it's nice, man.
Well, most of your kids are older though now.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's
I
why
don't play that.
Yeah,
my
but
wife
still.
does it for the kids.
I just put a bucket
Halloween we don't do much. We got a couple things outside and whatever.
yeah,
but
you have to-
Christmas,
I love it.
Christmas, I get it professionally done.
I don't have any kids.
I'm
We
not
do-
going on a roof.
Oh, really?
I'm not, are you kidding me?
My parents do that
I need-
too.
I
They
think
have
on the
somebody
roof.
come and do
I
it.
need
the lights on the
FAA clearance to get that high off the ground.
But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do what? I'm not going to put a bucket of candy out front of my door.
No.
Why
No,
would anybody do
because
that?
it's 2 kids came and all the candy was
Yeah,
gone.
no,
Right,
kids,
right.
kids
They
are,
killed
don't
the
ever
kid.
do
I'm
that.
not
no,
start giving
kids.
it out.
Listen to me. You can't even let them grab their own. Kids
No.
kids are vicious nowadays.
was
Treacherous.
Nowadays,
Oh,
come on,
no,
they've
no, no.
always
I was
been that
wondering
way.
why nobody was
No.
coming, and I went back out, and there was no candy in the bucket.
And you want to know?
You can't leave it unsupervised.
No. Some people do that. Please take one, and clock the door.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, I did it one year because I didn't pay for it. My roommate paid for it, and he said, "You people put this out." I'm like, "Why am I doing this?" And I
what's
went
the
and
number
I
one-
left.
You know what's the number one thing I say to every kid that walks out the door? Every kid, yo, you welcome.
Yeah,
Everyone.
They don't say
These
thank
kids
you.
are
They just
they're not
grab it.
trained.
oh yeah, I make
they're
my kids
vicious,
say thank you
they're
at every
animals.
door. By the
My-
end, they're tired real quick.
Listen, I even had to tell my middle daughter who's like allergic, right? I'm watching her go up. She goes, "Does this have dairy?" Does it have almonds? I'm like, what are you doing? Just take it. We'll sort it out. She's like interviewing the homeowner. What is this? Is there dairy
What
in
does
this?
she end up with? You just need to buy her own stash.
What do we do? We bring it home. We give her nothing that has the milk of the dairy. We give her the sugar treats. And swap them out.
It's terrible. All right, we're going to have more with Kenny Anderson, and we're going to have the scoop with Coop after the break. Keep it lit.
Do you love delicious beer? Do you love delicious cigars? Well, we have the perfect cigar for you. The Quesada Keg, a savory Nicaraguan cigar draped in a beautiful Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper and packed in wooden barrels. The Quesada Keg was blended to pair with the traditional Irish stouts we all love to enjoy on St. Patrick's Day. Available in 3 tasty sizes. The Quesada Keg is available for a limited time only, so grab one today before they sell out. The Quesada Keg, the perfect cigar to pair with beer.
The all-new Scores Palm Beach. Come be a part of the world-famous Gentlemen's Club's new look. A new year brings a new addition to South Florida. Scores Palm Beach, offering a free lunch buffet Monday through Thursday with $5 prime rib on Friday. 2-for-1 drinks till 7 p.m. Scores Palm Beach. VIP seating and second-floor skybox suites. Full liquor, full nude until 5 a.m. 3174 Lake Worth Road, just west of Congress on Lake Worth Road. For more info, call 649-2000 or at scorespalmbeach.com.
WSWN Belgrade, the new 900 AM, the talk of the Palm Beaches, and online at 900thetalk.com.
CBS News. I'm Matt Piper. It is the lowest on the scale at a Category 1.
Jeff has recommended it, and AJ says he can make that happen. AJ's here. There's AJ.
AJ, it's my guy. This is my guy. What you got? Oh, my guy.
Okay, we're ready.
Oh, so it's nothing. It's just my voice. No music, no nothing. Okay.
Go ahead. Whenever you're ready. We can do a couple of them.
Ready? Yo, what's up? This is Kenny Anderson, and you're listening to KMA Talk Radio.
Give me one more.
What's up? This is Kenny Anderson, and you're listening to KMA Talk Radio.
Thank you, man.
That's cool?
Yeah, you got it. Perfect.
So y'all got the big thing going down there, man. At the other spot, I'm take my door. We're gonna come down there, the food and all that. It's closer to my house. I'm going to Papa if you do. I'm going too.
Why don't we do one? Hey, this is Kenny
Okay.
Anderson, and I'm gonna plug my guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Go ahead. Do one more.
So I'll just say, hey, this is Kenny Anderson. Join what? So that's Kenny. It's Kenny Anderson.
Well, what's it? It's gonna be my guy. Cigar
It's My Guy Cigar Club.
It's Kenny Anderson from my Guy Cigar Club. And
Okay.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio.
Okay. Hey, what's up? This is Kenny Anderson. Oh shit! After a while, it started. Okay, I know they cut it up. Oh, okay, you ready? Hey, what's up? This is Kenny Anderson from My Guy Cigar Club on KMA Talk Radio. Let's get it. Stay lit.
Call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price competitive companies. Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-461-4545. That's 800-461-4545. 800-461-4545. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Robert McKay, who designed the first Taco Bell restaurant with founder Glenn Bell, turned it from a quirky food stand into a fast food empire, has died. CBS's Jim Chenevey.
Robert L. McKay was one of the founding fathers of Taco Bell. Originally an architect, he designed the fast food chain's original restaurants, a takeoff on the old Spanish missions, complete with Bell. He eventually rose to president of the company and pushed for franchising, which by 1978 had 900 restaurants when it was sold to Pepsi for $125 million in stock. Robert L. McKay was 86 years old. Jim Chenevey, CBS News.
2 women overdosed on heroin in an SUV with 2 infants in the back seat in Florida. Boynton Beach police say 28-year-old Kristen Lee O'Connor and 29-year-old June Schweinhart were taken to a hospital after officers found them inside the SUV. The infants, ages 1 and 2 months, were turned over to family members. The moms met in a drug treatment program. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-461-4545. That's 800-461-4545. 800-461-4545. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
I like this song.
Well, welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe, and KMA's mistress of morning radio.
There you go. It's getting better.
The charming and lovely Erica.
All you need was a little
we
tweaking.
went a little impromptu there.
Somehow it's a little creepy when he does it, though.
Well, everything he does is a little creepy.
Yes, this is why I scare small children.
I'm actually a little nervous. There's no kids at my wedding, but I'm a think nervous that, like, I don't know. If you
He's
think
gonna
he'll
scare some people away.
Don't worry.
Hit on some
He'll be
girls
drinking.
there and
I'll be drunk.
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's
we know
right.
that.
So he becomes more of a person that
Yes.
way.
Right.
When is
Look at
your
the hay.
wedding, man?
Next Saturday.
Congratulations. I
Thank
would
you.
crash it. Where is it?
It's on Long Island. They
y'all
are
going-
crashing.
We are
y'all
crashing
in New
it.
York, man. I would have crashed it.
That's why we're going up. We're
Okay, that's
crashing
gonna be
it.
awesome, man. Congratulations, man.
In fact,
Oh, the
in
pictures.
fact, we didn't
Only
want to
do it once.
we didn't want to tell him and actually really crash his wedding, but it was going to be hard to promote a show without him knowing in New York.
When you get back, we'll smoke a cigar, and I'll tell you all about marriage.
After you already sealed the deal and you
Only
can't
do it
back
once.
out.
All right, that's a
Do it
deal.
once.
That's a deal.
Depending on how much money you have, you can do it more than once.
I don't have a lot.
Well, listen.
It's cheaper to keep her.
So look. That being said, what would you feel is the most important quality you need to have for a successful marriage?
Oh, it's just, I call it cooperation, meaning 50-50. You know, you have to give some of the things. You can't be selfish. You know,
Right.
sometimes you just gotta really. I was selfish in my first 2 marriages. It was all about me. I didn't care about anything, care about my kids. I was just like, I'm doing me, and that's that. And you can't have that type
Doesn't
of
work.
attitude
Doesn't
with a
work.
marriage.
Right. No,
Right.
You have to,
right.
you have to be 50-50. What
Absolutely.
I'm saying. You know, some nights you can't go out with your boys, and you want to go out. You know what, fellas? I
Yeah.
gotta stay home with my family,
Right.
Yeah.
do something with my family. And then other times you're gonna.
Right.
It's about understanding each other. But that's the most thing I get out of marriage is. having that understanding.
Yeah.
About family, about
compromise.
Yeah.
Compromise.
I was saying, sometimes it's more than 50.
Compromise.
That's the word.
Yeah,
compromise.
Yeah.
I just sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, that's.
I hope Paul, you're
Paul's
writing
like,
all this down.
work, more work.
Then it's tough when you don't have no kids and you make kids. The kids sometimes, I hate to say it, it's a blessing to have kids, but they throw it off.
It does.
They
Absolutely.
throw it off
It
because
changes
now the
everything.
mother puts all the time into the kids, and then you get a little jealous.
I need attention, man.
Listen to me.
Exactly.
I have 4
Kiss
kids.
that goodbye.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
And if we had a dog, I'd be after the dog.
Yeah.
But you have to accept that.
You
And I'm
do,
all right with that.
and then
those are my kids.
Right.
So you know what? Do what you need.
Don't you want your wife to take care of your kid? You know.
I got no problem with it. And then every now and then, if I feel a little extra needy, I can say something. You know.
I think I figured it out.
You figured it out
I was
finally?
3. I'm no
Third time's
quitter.
the charm,
I'm
bro.
no quitter.
quitter.
I'm trying to figure this thing out.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, it's now time to hit the scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Calling in from the hills of North Carolina, once again, William Cooper. Coop, what's happening, buddy?
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kenny. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How's everything?
Hey, Coop.
Great. Hey, Kenny, big fan. Grew up in New York when you played high school ball. Remember you with Lethal Weapon 3 at Georgia Tech and with the Nets.
Thanks.
Yep.
Nice.
Absolutely.
There you go. Coop, a big basketball fan. We had no idea.
I know, right?
Idea. I had no idea.
I didn't know either.
You can find them everywhere.
So, Coop, what's going on and what's in the news this week?
Well, there was actually a big news involving the cigar industry lawsuit with the FDA. Mm-hmm. And this week there was a motion for a preliminary injunction filed against the FDA on 2 counts in the lawsuit. The first is around the warning labels, and the second was around the user fees. So essentially what they're trying to do is they're trying to shut this thing down before that part of the case goes to trial.
Is this a Hail Mary attempt?
It's a Hail Mary in some respects, but I think a lot of the questions people have is why wasn't this a year ago done?
That's true.
And I don't know the answer to that. I'm not criticizing it. I don't know the answer to why that was not done a year ago.
Is there any? Do these guys got any hope? Is there any possibility of this thing actually going to court and winning?
You know, it's funny. I don't have a good feel for it. I think I was always under the impression, Abe, that this was never going to go to court. Right.
Right.
Now with the user fees and the warning labels, apparently it's a little more serious with that. Well, I think we'll see.
I think the other side of the coin is. I think the other side of the coin is that a year ago the right people weren't in place to even make this a possibility, and I think maybe some of the industry is now smelling first blood and thinking, "Oh, listen, maybe we need to start pushing this a little further now because it may have a shot now, whereas opposed it had no shot at all a year ago."
Or if we're getting our message in the hands of the right people now, or if we're getting our message out there more on a consistent basis and trying to just stir up some fires, maybe we can do something.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Right. Because the pre-market approval thing is not part of this. So because again, that's the part the FDA is looking at again.
Interesting.
It's all just.
What else you got going on, Coop?
The Camacho Diploma is returning. It's making a comeback next month. It's going to come back as an annual limited release, and it's going to go back, and here's the interesting, it's going to go back to the original Diploma blend from the Aroa days, which is going to be 100% Corojo.
Whoa.
So it's going to be in one, Yep, it's going to be in one size, a 5x54 Robusto, and they're going to be putting these in coffins, and the coffin's going to be in like this hexagon-shaped box. And they're going to limit it to 1,800 boxes. So it's going to be a limited annual release. It looks like Diploma's coming back as now.
So basically, they want to make it impossible to stack.
Yeah, they're going to make it. They'll make it easy for you guys in the retail end.
Always.
Some brands just never go away.
No, I mean, is the box still going to be blue? Did they say that at all? Because the last one was blue.
Yeah, it's a blue. It's a very modern, contemporary looking box. It actually looks pretty nice.
Okay.
Have you tried one yet?
I have not tried this. I know that there was some of these were floating around, pre-August 8th last year, and I've heard actually some good things about them.
course they were hanging around pre-August 8th of last year. Everything was around pre-August 8th of last year.
Is there a problem with the blue box?
Exactly.
No, I was just
like
curious.
A blue box, or?
And especially if it's in a weird shaped hexagon, and then it's
hard to put on the shelves.
You can't put it on a yeah.
Well, it is October, and I heard the Unlucky 13 have been posted.
Yes, it has.
what?
So the Unlucky 13 is for Halloween release of Tatuaje. It's called Tatuaje the Michael, and that's his annual tribute to horror film characters. And it's the 10th year. Actually, this is the 10th year for that series. So it seems like, the Frank came out in 2008, so this is now year 10.
Michael Myers, that's Halloween?
Yeah.
That's Halloween, right? Michael Myers, okay.
Michael Myers. Yep. Michael Myers. It's going to...
Creepy.
Well, he only makes 666 boxes.
Oh my God!
And they're in 13 count dress boxes.
Yeah.
All right, that's
I'm
fantastic.
a big fan of Michael Myers.
It's very creative.
I'm a big fan of Michael
Yeah.
Myers.
Ah, there he is. We found Coop.
Really?
Coop's back. Good.
Yeah, these boxes, 600, like I said, they're called dress boxes. There's 666 of them. They go to 13 retailers. But then the cigars are going to go, there's going to be a larger allocation of the cigars in plain cedar boxes that will go to other retailers besides the 13. It's a 6.5 by 52, I guess, long Toro with Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler.
When's that going to hit the market? Is there a date?
They should be shipping this month.
This month. All right, cool.
And hopefully, hopefully they'll be out by Halloween. Make sure you find them at your Unlucky 13 retailer near you.
And I hear Rafael Nadal is in the news again, huh?
Rafael Nadal, yeah, and he, as folks know, a few months ago, his company, Boutique Blends, signed a strategic alliance with Altadis USA, and under that deal...
Strategic alliance, which is future acquisition, is that what... Yeah, go ahead.
Code 4.
Some may say that. It's not there yet, from what I've heard.
Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
It's another
but,
teaser.
right now they're handling the distribution, and Rafael was working on... working for Altadis in a product development and quality. Well, he's kind of expanding, and now they're giving him a title of head of product capability, and that's going to go across all of Altadis' parent company, Tabacalera USA. So that's going to include Altadis, the Casa de Monte Cristo, the JR. All those brands are now going to come under Rafael, where he's going to. It sounds like he's going to be involved as a liaison with the factories. Whether it's Tabacalera de Garcia or some of the AJ Fernandez or Placencia factories. So he's going to kind of be in this overseeing role. More and more, he's going into Altadis now, it looks like.
Wow. So that sounds like a big cheese job.
Does.
The next thing we know, he'll be in the Grupo de Maestros.
That was funny.
Adam made Abe laugh.
That was funny.
We gotta save that.
He's going to be a group of... That's pretty good. That's good.
That was the best.
Every now and then I get one.
Every now and again. Like 3 months in, we got one. Yes.
And last but not least, I think Drew Estate's Pappy cigars have finally hit shelves.
Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah, it's actually already... yep.
It's already sold out?
It's hit the stores this past week, and this is the Pappy Van Winkle tradition that they showed at this year's IPCPR trade show. And what the story behind this cigar is, it was originally a blend developed by Drew Estate's master blender, Willie Herrera. When he was joining Drew Estate, he had worked on some blends during the interview process, and some of these blends were put aside. The story, they found one of these blends, and they gifted it to Julian Van Winkle, the president of the old Van Winkle distillery, and he liked it, and now they are releasing it, I'd say in limited quantities nationwide to Drew Diplomat retailers.
Because, everything Drew Estate comes out with that's new has to be in limited quantities.
Is that their thing?
Abe called it a Facebook cigar?
Yeah, they excelled at making Facebook cigars. Cigars you only see on Facebook.
They never.
But this doesn't intrigue Pappy Van Winkle, Adam. This doesn't intrigue you.
Here's the thing: it's not. Doesn't
The
have
drink intrigues him.
Have you had Pappy?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, the 15-year. If you ever get a chance to try it, is
I don't know what I've tried.
See,
I have tried it.
Use that voice when you introduce.
Oh my God.
Erica, see that voice you had
Did you
right
hear
there?
that?
That was the introduction voice.
When the bourbon turns you on.
Yes, when the bourbon turns you on. Perfect.
Or someone once said to me, I wish you looked at me the way you look at beer.
And that I can see.
And you wonder why he's single.
No. There is no wondering. I don't think anybody's wondering that.
So, Coop, what's coming up on Cigar Coop this weekend or this week?
Did we lose him?
Coop?
He got tired of talking to us or listening to us talk anyway.
Hello?
We lost the Coop.
We lost Cigar Coop. Make sure you check out cigar-coop.com for all the latest news, information, and cigar reviews. He's always out there working hard for you to make sure you get all the proper information you need. All right, when we come back, we're going to drink some beer and talk to Kenny Anderson.
Woo!
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Keeping Cuba's most coveted traditions for 3 generations, the legend continues with San Lotano. With signature blends by A.J. Fernandez, available in a smooth and creamy Connecticut, a hearty, rich San Andreas box press, Maduro, and a robust, full-bodied Habano. A.J. Fernandez continues the legacy with his new creation, the prestigious San Lotano Oval. Using ultra-premium aged tobacco that takes a whole new shape and balance, the San Lotano Oval is now available in both a Maduro and Habano wrapper. Visit your local tobacconist today and ask for San Lotano Cigars by A.J. Fernandez.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Make your next bold journey an epic one. When it comes to cigars, only one brand delivers intense, unforgettable experiences: Camacho. In continuing this fearless tradition, Camacho brings you the newest addition to its arsenal of badass, the new Camacho BXP. Intense, box-pressed, and crafted with rugged American broadleaf fillers from Pennsylvania. Available in Connecticut, Corojo, and Ecuador. Outfit your next bold journey with the new Camacho BXP.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Well, welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. We are broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe.
I see you brought your beer.
Oh, yes.
No wonder he felt extra happy today. He was a little more perky than normal.
Beer.
He seemed
beer.
He seemed like more human today, and that's why, because he knew he was getting this little present.
Beer.
I got
Something
myself
to
a
look
present.
forward
There's
to.
There's nothing better than alcohol that he could put on the company expense. He likes that even more.
You know, usually I don't expense it either.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was very nice.
Well,
of you.
he won't expense it today because last night he ditched me for our little social club at the bar.
Yeah, usually you hang out after our
I did.
KMA
Well, after the last time
But
he
he
drank,
played- Well, that's true.
So
he was playing poker.
he's probably like,
you
I'm not
played
gonna-
poker?
Yeah, I won
Really?
the first game.
You did not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
It's because I wasn't there.
Yeah, that was probably a good part.
Because I wasn't there.
And Jay wasn't playing, so that helps too.
And I heard he was there all night. By the way, he was only going to play game one. He won, and he couldn't stop.
Are you like making this like a regular habit now? Friday nights?
I hope not.
I had to cut him off at the bar a couple
Again?
Friday nights ago.
No,
No,
this
no,
is the night that they were there too.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
2 weeks ago. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Adam and his Friday nights. Interesting.
And he got like, real human-like, and you were like, nope, cut him off.
It's all right. Me and the lovely Anna had a nice night watching the Yankee game.
Oh, I love her.
So he just
She's
blew you
so
off,
sweet.
huh?
Yeah.
You felt hurt, didn't you?
I mean,
a
I was
little
all right.
bit.
I wanted to smoke a cigar and, hang out a little bit.
So
and-
out of the 30 other people that were sitting there, potentially he was the guy you wanted to hang out with.
No.
Says a lot about you,
I was
really.
having a good time
Says
with
a lot.
everybody there. I'm a social butterfly, man. I just like to talk
A
to people.
social. Yeah, okay.
Do we have an intro for this
Social
segment,
butterfly.
Colin?
Right, we need
No.
one.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Should,
All
we,
right,
We're gonna need one.
should we even start it?
Oh, well, we can start with the first one anyway. This, basically what I picked out is some Oktoberfest-styled beers, if you would like to present
Now,
that to the
are
camera.
you like a middle light bud guy, light guy, Kenny, or are you
Stella
in this,
Heineken.
Stella.
are you in this
IPA.
whole beer
Oh, you
revolution?
IPA? Really?
I love Beer Fest, man. That's another thing.
Oh.
This weekend was the
Brewing.
Beer Fest in Orlando, but
Yes.
they putting a little party together for me tomorrow. So I wanted to go up to Orlando to the brew. I couldn't. But I'm a Stella. I like Stella. I like Blue Moon. It's my favorite.
Blue Moon
Yingling.
is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You know?
High-quality lagers.
Yeah.
So we're starting with this is an Oktoberfest from Bell's Brewery out of Comstock, Michigan. This is one of my favorite breweries. It's been over 30 years now in the making. They do a fantastic Oberon in the summertime, which is a clean, crisp, refreshing lager. Also, their Two-Hearted IPA put them on the map. This is in the traditional Marzahn style, so it's got a very light, crisp, almost like a standardized
is,
lager. But you're going to get a couple of nice little just notes from a bit of the yeast in there and a bit of a wheat.
All right, I'm gonna try a little bit.
Wheat taste like
Try a little bit of beer.
Now, if you notice in the back end, it's a little bit thicker, and that's where you're getting from that yeast, and a lot of the extra from that malt bill is a little heavier than just like a standardized lager because it's trying to be in that traditional Marzahn style.
Right.
Which is the official style for.
And you like this beer? Or this is one of your favorites?
This is just a good Oktoberfest style beer.
For me and the uneducated listeners out there, what qualifies an Oktoberfest beer?
Well, basically, it's in the to be in the Marzahn style. So basically, it's got.
And the Marzahn style means what?
Basically, it's got a thick bit.
That's pretty much how you always sound to me.
That was Friday night.
Spit it out.
He's
Sorry.
already drunk. Wow.
I know.
Apparently. No, I'm just for some reason getting.
This is
basically,
leftovers from
your
last
malt
night.
build has a lot of Turo and a lot of heavy yeast in it, so you've got a lot of thick grains. So it's a very large malt bill, where on a lot of your smaller lagers are just it's a
So
very simple
that's
malt
what
bill.
qualifies it to be a Marzahn.
Well, it's the ingredients that are used in it
Right.
basically helped in just having the proper malt build.
Okay.
And
As long as it fits into a big stein really well.
not to, and using a traditionalized and particularly using a very sweet and organic yeast also helps to get that big flavor you get in the middle of that.
So Oktoberfest beers technically have nothing to do with the season or time.
No, it's German.
It's just how they're brewed.
It's also it was the traditional beer that was served originally for Oktoberfest,
Correct.
Right.
which the German festival.
But that beer
begins.
can be made all year round.
Well, no, they
Why
don't.
not?
Because
They don't do it,
they
but
don't.
they can.
They could, yes.
There's nothing seasonally that doesn't
No,
stop
there's no
Okay.
seasonal ingredients or anything
Right.
that go with that could stop them. They could typically do it, but a lot of people, it's one of those beers. If you drink it, it kind of tastes like fall a little bit. You get kind of a leaves
So
changing
you wouldn't,
idea.
you wouldn't desire a bottle of this in January.
No, I also wouldn't want one in summer either. Just because
it's too heavy.
That little bit of the thickness in there. It's not a refreshing, clean, crisp beer for what you're looking for in the summertime.
It's not a poolside beer, right?
It's definitely not a poolside beer.
So what was the actual meaning of Oktoberfest then? Like, I don't know what
the original Oktoberfest was. The celebration of the King of Bavaria. His wedding reception they celebrated his wedding reception for an entire month. And everyone liked it so much that eventually they decided to continue the tradition of celebrating the king's wedding.
Wow, the seating arrangements for a full month must have really sucked.
And then it expanded beyond that.
You got to hang out with those people you didn't like for a really long time.
I'm stressing out about one night.
All right, when we come back, we're going to drink some more beer, talk to Kenny Anderson, keep it lit.
You liking this?
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
Nestor Miranda has always believed it's not just cigars, it's a lifestyle. And the Nestor Miranda collection is handmade at My Father Cigars in Esteli, Nicaragua for your lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're smooth like the Connecticut, mellow as a Habano, bold like the Maduro, or spicy like the all-new Corojo. The Nestor Miranda collection is blended with your lifestyle in mind. 4 sizes, 4 blends, 1 life. Celebrate your lifestyle with the cigars of the Nestor Miranda collection today.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke. with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
All right.
That's good beer. Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe, and KMA's mistress of morning radio, the lovely Erica. Was that enough of the bourbon love?
It was a little forced, but whatever.
Ghetto boys, yo. He like the intros keep getting better and
Feels
better.
dirty now.
The intros keep getting better and better. The Ghetto boys.
Arrows in glory.
Tricks on me.
And we're here with our special guest, Kenny Anderson. Once again, Kenny, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
And hey, happy birthday early on Monday.
Happy birthday.
Make sure you reach out with Kenny
Thank
Anderson a happy birthday on Monday.
It's the birthday weekend.
We were
man.
just talking about during the break. I guess we're what you call middle age now. I guess.
I call it middle because I'm not young, but I'm not old.
Yeah,
I'm only 47. I told
I
you
don't feel old.
when somebody say they 80, they
That's
old.
That's changing.
When somebody go 80, they old. But
you know
nah,
what's
I'm good,
scary is
man.
I can remember being a kid and thinking, oh, when I heard someone was 40, something like,
Oh my
that
God,
dude's
so
old.
old.
I know.
I just always.
It seems so
I think I
long.
wish I was a teenager again.
Like $1 was a lot of money, too.
I'm
I wish
serious,
I was a teenager again.
You know, in my head, like when you think as a child, like 50 years old, you maybe start shopping for coffins.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
What are you doing? 50, you're knocking on heaven's door. You know?
My grandmother at 91 years old, she
Yeah, that's
died
old.
at 91, and she told me that it's all a state of mind.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
said she had people that were her age that acted like this. She's like, she's an old woman. But then there was people that were 98 years old that lived in the place that she lived, and they still went out every day. They did stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, they're young. They
Yeah.
they have an active lifestyle.
Right,
It's all
right.
about a state of mind. It really is.
I believe it.
It is.
I believe it.
I wish I was 16 again. I just wanted to live free. You know, I tell my kid, like,
Listen to me.
just come home. I don't have nothing to do. I don't pay for phone bill. I don't have no bills,
You
no
can tell
nothing.
you can tell the
I just
people,
want to live free, man.
the people without kids in the
That's
room
what
took
I'm
a minute to
saying. That's
get
what I'm
that.
saying,
Took a
man.
minute to get that. I knew
I
exactly.
just want to live free.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Never
man.
going to happen.
Not
now.
worry about
It's a wrap.
Not
anything.
after you have
It's a
kids,
wrap.
forget it.
Listen, it's like magic. The food shows up, the clothes shows up.
That's it. I'm
You
just
know,
saying.
everything's provided. It's great. You
Best
know.
magic show ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So this has been a wonderful show. We've been talking with Kenny Anderson, former professional basketball player, and we've been drinking some beers.
Now before you go on to this beer,
Yes.
the last Oktoberfest Marzahn you had,
Yes.
what cigar you think would have gone well with that, or what would you like to smoke?
Well, it's probably cheating to say that the Quesada Oktoberfest would go beautifully with that.
Would you say that for now all the Oktoberfest beers?
No, but
Okay.
Marzahn specifically.
Okay.
Because those cigars are definitely blended specifically for Marzahn-styled lagers.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
So basically that full bit you get in there, especially on the middle there, that the cigars, especially the new Nicaraguan ones, go really, really well with like a good hearty Marzahn.
Okay. So that's good info.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now, if you're just looking for something else to go with it, I would definitely suggest, the Habano, the iconic Amadeus Habano from our friend Scott Weeks.
Oh, there you go.
That is also another one because it's not too full, but it's a nice medium body with a little bit of a kick to it. So that helps to bring out the flavor of the beer itself.
All right. So what's this beer now I'm holding?
Now,
back?
the Victory Feist beer is an Oktoberfest Amber Lager. So it's not...
I like the lager. I like lager beer because I'm an IPA guy.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
like
heavy.
something lighter, not so heavy, but with a good profile to it. Yeah. And a nice, smooth mouthfeel is what you're looking for.
Now, does the amber mean just the color?
Is that what
The
you're
amber
looking
goes
for?
in towards the color, and it also is part of what again the malt bill is what it goes into that.
I'm
Now
the
this
opposite.
it's a lager, so it's a little bit lighter than the Marzahn, and what you get in here is a little bit more of a crispness and a little bit of an extra. There's a little extra hops in this. So unlike the previous Marzahn, there really weren't any hops in there, so you didn't get any character from that.
I'm digging the little football cups. by
I
the way.
know.
They were the only ones I could find
Well,
this
well
I was
morning
going
that
to
were
say,
clear.
this doesn't seem like you.
Well done.
They were the only ones that I could find were
Very
clear, and I didn't know they
festive.
were going to be all green because I was trying to get something you could actually see through so you
Right.
could get better clarity and view of the beer. So I did it. We tried.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the hot. Like I'm tasting.
My
similar.
daughter's back here, like looking at me drink, but it's great. She's my driver today. she's
I actually
she's
like
happy
this one
she wants to
better.
She
drive.
just said, she's like, yeah, I'm driving.
Good girl. Smart girl.
So
See, now you know why I brought a chauffeur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as you'll notice, this one's definitely lighter and it's not as heavy as the one we
Yeah,
had
I like
previously.
this one way better.
Yeah.
Almost a little crisper too.
Exactly.
It is crisper,
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
that's where you get that lager comes in from that differentiating malt bill. So you have a couple of different yeast
There's also
strains
like
in there.
I don't want to say honey, but there's like a sweet something in it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an added in there, so it's a little bit more of just lagery, but it still has that fallness. It
does.
It definitely has a this is fall level of what
Yeah.
you're going after.
It's very good.
Interesting. And cigar that you'd pair with this one?
For this one, you want to go more light. You're not going to go something medium bodied. You want to go just a little bit on the lighter side. Matilde, the Matilde Connecticut.
Okay.
That would go very well with this.
The Damaso
Also.
the Damaso Padron, Damaso. That's my light.
That would also
cigar
work very
one out.
well because it's also but that Padron has also got a little bit more of a spicy kick to it,
Yeah.
just because of all that Nicaraguan tobacco they
Yeah.
use in there. But it's
Okay.
still a very light on the light to medium side of the cigar world. So that was the Victory Feist beer. Victory, one of my favorite breweries. They're coming out with a lot of great stuff. Make sure you check them out. Next, we're going to go ahead and go for another Marzan. Now this is
Okay.
going to be a little bit different than the original we had because
Getting full.
it's from
How much beer are you having? I'm putting like a little swig.
Yeah,
in
it's
each
like-
Whatever
It's just a
Adam's
taste.
pouring me.
Yeah.
This
It's
isn't
just a
this
taste.
isn't kratom. It's you got to sip.
It's just a taste.
I did sip. I can't keep up with this.
all right.
I can't keep up with them, okay?
This is,
Clearly I'm not
Left Hand Brewing
sipping fast
Company.
enough.
And,
Jeez.
and this is their
That's too
take on the
much.
Marzan style.
Enough.
Oh, sorry.
Easy killer.
I'll polish it off.
Now this looks way darker.
Yes.
No.
Yes, this is
No.
much darker.
Babe.
This is, Left Hand is primarily known for their milk stout. They do one of the biggest milk stouts best milk stouts out there. But Left Hand Brewing out of Colorado do a lot of great stuff.
Oh, this is Sensei's territory. Oh, there you
That
go.
is.
Bob.
Yeah.
Sensei's territory.
Now, from this one, it differentiates from the previous Marzan, right? Because it's a little bit lighter, and it's not, but it still has a bit of a fullness to it. And Erica's looking at me with the drunk face, I feel like.
Erica?
Erica just had a
Drunk
moment. She was like, wait a second. I feel a little
Give her a
lightheaded.
little bit more, and then we can ask her
Okay,
more about her
definitely
driver.
A lot more carbonated.
I have
too.
so many questions.
Really do you now?
producer.
It definitely is a lot more carbonated. It tastes like.
It also has a bit more of a
Yeah,
caramelized note
that's
to it.
the flavor.
That's the one.
Thicker.
Yes, it's definitely thicker than the previous one because it definitely was just a lager. But this one is a little
Ooh.
thicker. It's a little more on the traditional
A
Marzan
little
style.
more bitter too.
I was going to say it's like, yeah.
A little more bitter.
It's a little bitter, and that's because they had a little extra hop into it, just to
Ugh.
kind of differentiate themselves from like the previous Marzans. So that's where you're going and trying to change things
Yeah,
up.
try that.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, I had to drink it. You're drinking it too. Do you like that?
Yeah. You know what? This tastes a little like my Yingling.
Yes, yes. I see I know exactly where you're going with that because Marzans are a variation of basically a lager style, and Yingling traditional lager is that. And what you're getting there, the very similarized malt bill and probably a yeast strain that is also on the same plane.
Now, when you have something like this, do you counter with a lighter cigar, or do you match it with a thicker, fuller cigar?
With something like this, you want to go medium body. You
Medium.
don't want something full bodied. You want to stay away from like a triple Lajero Maduro because it's just going to overpower.
And a light cigar would get lost smoking this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need something that counterbalances. That's what you're really looking for. Trying to get
Excuse me while I burp on national radio.
I kept it in as much as I could there.
I'm sorry, that was so funny.
like we said, that was an overcarbonated.
It was visually funny. It was like a muffled side burp.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to keep it out.
Would you say that? Would you say like an El Huense? Would that go well with this beer, or no? Is that still?
That is still a little too much on the medium side,
Okay,
and
okay.
it would really just get lost, especially in this kind of an Oktoberfest style beer.
So then I know where you're coming from. Then.
Yes, exactly. So you want something a little bit more medium, a little bit, The 26 natural or 64 natural also might be very good to
Nice.
pair on these as well. So
Nice.
that's a nice way to
Getting
go.
that for you, man. You good?
Eddie
People
just smiled.
online are like,
Eddie smiled for the
Quentin
first
says,
time.
yes,
since he's been
get her
here today.
drunk. He's over here.
Yeah.
Thumbs up and Eddie. I'm gonna get
All right, so Kenny, a lot of you guys from your generation,
Yeah.
they're turning around and getting into coaching. Did
Yeah.
that ever appeal to you?
No, I like training.
Did you ever
know,
want to
I
think
got
about
my
it?
gym over in Tampa.
Oh, you got a gym in Tampa?
Yeah, that's what I was at, the sports clinic.
Okay.
That we, I got a lot of different programs out of there.
Now this is
me and my guy Bobby Parker is the owner, and me and him business partners, and we do a lot of things together. And the clinic in Tampa, I'm over there. I'm pretty much there 3-4 times a week. I'm home, back and forth. But I had trained to play with Kenny Anderson, for before the seasons come for the middle schoolers, the high schoolers. Train to play, work out with Kenny Anderson, get better, so you can produce, so you can help your team.
Right.
And that was a program we done.
But nothing on this coast.
Nothing on this coast. It's pretty.
I got a 9-year-old.
That's
like she's an Amazonian. I keep saying to my wife, if this girl doesn't play basketball, she's gonna be sad.
Right.
She's just huge, tall, and lanky and fast.
So another interesting thing
on
the NBA level is the whole one and done.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the current state of the college idea of one and done, or just guys not get, if they're ready, they can come out of high school?
That's what I agree with. I think if you're very special, you're a top athlete, and you're playing, that's your goal, that's your dream to make it to the NBA, go right out of high school. They should have the option just to go right out of high school. And if you commit to college,
don't they have the option?
No. If you commit to college, I think you got to be there 2 to 3 years. You sign and you got to stay.
Right.
But some of these special athletes, they don't need to go one and done. They already, potentially they're already able to play in the league.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't some players go to the NBA?
No, you got to be 20.
No, you have to be out of high school for a full year before you can get in.
Oh, is that what it was?
Right near the end of David Stern's tenure, they
they changed the rule.
It was that way, or it's that way now?
It's that way now.
But before you could.
Yes.
Before you go right out of high school.
Yes. And that's why Kevin Garnett,
Did Marbury do it too, or no?
No, he did 1 year.
Okay.
Georgia Tech too.
I did 2 years. Marbury did 1 year. I did 2 years.
He was at GT too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's out. He looked up to me, and I recruited him to go to Georgia Tech. So he went to Georgia Tech right after. Not after me. Travis Best from Springfield. I recruited Travis Best also. He went to Georgia Tech. He was after me.
So, do you do a lot with the program at all? At GT?
I love Georgia Tech, man. I love my school. Whatever I could do to help them, build their program.
Are you involved with them?
A little bit.
Okay.
You got a great coach, George Passionate, did a hell of a job last year. Led them all the way to the NIT championship. They wasn't supposed to win a game last year, and he did a hell of a job. So I'll be there. I'm always pulling for my school, regardless of how they treat me. I just got so much love. It was a great 2 years for me.
Not to mention, the Georgia Tech has a great history of really great point guards, as we mentioned, like Travis Best, Stephon Marbury.
But first of all, the first one of the reasons I went to Georgia Tech was Mark Price.
He went
to 85. He was awesome. You know what I mean? And I watched him play on TV when I was deciding to go to Tech. Mm-hmm. And I saw this a white guy coming down, pick and rolls, pulling up, splitting pick and rolls, doing all type of. I was like, what? I didn't even know where Georgia Tech was at. I told my mentor, I said, yo, where's Georgia Tech at? They said, that's in Atlanta. And that's how I started watching. They was playing Georgetown in the NCAA. And that's how I started getting interested in Georgia Tech when I was being recruited.
Do you pick up a ball and shoot around?
Yeah, I train
every
kids.
week.
Yeah, every week I do something. I just don't, I'll take my son out to work out and all that. I just can't run up and down. I can't move like I used to.
Right.
Or I'm not willing to move like that.
Right.
No, but the mind may be willing, but the body does not follow.
But do you feel the need? You got to just.
No. When I see a basketball, I gotta feel it.
Right.
I gotta. Kids be walking around in the park. When I'm walking around my neighborhood and I see a kid dribbling, I'm like, yo,
let me take a shot.
They don't even know me. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna steal a ball. Back in the days when I was younger, I run away with the ball. Come on, man, I'm better than that now.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I gotta feel the basketball.
I signed him now.
But I gotta feel it
back.
Yeah, but
you should feel lucky I touched it.
I love working out and training and teaching the youth.
Yeah.
That's what we do at the clinic. And then not only the basketball side of it, but then I get in their head and I mentor them and see how their lives are going. So it's get the whole thing with me. I really, because I was some of those kids.
I'm sure a lot of potential
I got to
is
get
lost.
back.
Absolutely.
It's my obligation, my duty.
All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will see This Week Who Belongs in a Cigar Insane
Asylum.
Asylum.
You're going to love this one.
Oh, this one's so
This is a
good.
good one.
Stick around. Don't miss this one to keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
This is Eric Espinoza, and over the years, many cigar aficionados have enjoyed my highly rated brands, 601, Murcielago. In the spirit of continuing improvement, I have purchased my own factory, La Zona, in rich and fertile tobacco region of Esteli, Nicaragua. After almost 2 decades in the cigar industry, I have created a brand I finally feel is worthy of my name. Espinoza cigars are made with only the finest tobaccos, hand-selected and aged to perfection. Our cigars are bold in flavor, yet refined to the palate. For more information, visit EspinozaCigars.com.
I can barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning: tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Hey fools, how about a game of Cutthroat?
It's your funeral.
That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars.
What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd.
Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those.
Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game.
I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom.
Ooh, that's cold.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. We are here broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister. This, the 7th of October. Nice. Landed right side up.
Really? Look at that. I couldn't have done that if I tried.
I know. That was pretty impressive.
The cup landed right side up.
Man, yo, I'm just, the intros here is getting better and better. Red Man, Method Man. Yo, gonna start. I'm gonna get up and start dancing.
It was a birthday
Oh yeah. With me, of course, Honest Dave, and KMA.
Got a Long Island guy.
Radio.
He's a producer, right?
The lovely Eric.
See, that's no wonder why
Better?
Long Island.
It's getting there.
Sometimes he's our producer. We're
There's
not
moments
sure.
of greatness.
Long Island.
Depends what week.
Strong.
And,
we call it Strong Island.
Strong
Island.
Strong Island. We call it Strong Island.
Abe's trying to convince me that it takes an hour to get from one end of Long Island to the other.
Growing up, you had to get a girlfriend that
doesn't?
lived in Long Island, had some money.
Yeah, you
had a nice house.
And if you live on Long Island and you're on the South Shore, you want to get a good North Shore girl so that you know she has money.
Yeah. Say, yo, you going to Long Island with your girlfriend? She got money. They live in a house, man. We
There's no other-
bedroom apartment.
There's no other houses connected to it.
They got a backyard.
That's funny.
Great success.
Sitting in the backyard.
All right, I don't want to put it off too much.
Fantastic.
Let's see this week who belongs in a cigar insane asylum.
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know I'm utterly insane? We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
This week, who belongs in a cigar insane asylum? Brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars, and we picked a good one, didn't we?
Oh, I'm telling you, sit back, get the popcorn ready. This is going to be a
Get
good
your
one.
popcorn.
All right, don't even read this, Kenny, because I want you to hear this. I don't want you to get ahead of me. I want you to hear the story, okay? This week, our inductee takes artistic license to the extreme, yes. Earlier this year, model turned fashion blogger Tracy Kiss underwent a labiaplasty.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No, I don't. You gotta
Oh
Explain.
my God.
lobby.
It's the removal of the labia.
Well, labia. Labia.
The labia.
In the private parts.
It's the female private parts.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the right response.
But she had it. But no, she had it removed.
There it is.
Wait.
Whoa.
No.
It's not even the story.
No, you haven't gotten to the woes yet. Hang on. She had it removed medically because she had a cyst that was caused by friction in the area. So yeah,
There was a cyst.
it says a lot about her, lifestyle. But of course, as
Nice.
as the trend in the day and age, she blogged intimate details about the whole procedure.
Of course she did.
Okay. Now if that wasn't enough, it turns out, you sitting down, popcorn ready?
I'm sitting down.
Here we go. She saved some of the parts that were removed
Oh
during
my
the surgery.
God. Thank you, Kenny. Yes.
And turn them. Wait for it.
Throw it up in my mouth.
And
Right.
wait for
Don't
it.
give it to me.
And turn them into a choker necklace.
No.
Nah, it's too much.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
she's doing
Too much. Nah, that's nuts.
Nope, she's wearing it around her neck every day.
Oh my God.
She made the necklace as a trophy for overcoming the pain the experience had caused her. In order to preserve the body parts, she soaked them in a surgical fluid to make them nice and pretty.
Formaldehyde.
And then covered them in glitter.
Well, she covered. She covered them in glitter because I guess the formaldehyde or whatever the fluid was that she pured it turned them gray.
So she wears a necklace daily. And makes sure to post plenty of pictures for her followers.
Oh my God.
Tracy Kiss, you are not only
Disgusting.
this week's inductee. I think you are a permanent lifetime placement into the Cigar Insane Asylum.
That might be a new. We might need to start creating
Hall of Fame.
No, the Mount Rushmore of Cigar Insane
Yeah,
Asylums.
every level. Yeah.
Yes.
Good
The
Lord.
Mount Rushmore of Cigar Insane Asylums.
She has my vote for first nominee. For
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Holy cow.
100%.
Yeah, that's a
She
wrap.
probably takes that as a badge of honor, though.
Yeah, that's
Could you
a
imagine?
What she's saving.
Oh my God.
I thought it was against hospital policy to give people.
I just can't
remove
imagine
things.
the conversation piece. Oh, that necklace. That's so pretty. That's original. Oh, yes, I made it myself.
From my
did?
labia.
Oh, what's that made from?
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and also
Exactly.
here's another twist to it. She's actually British.
Nice.
Oh, you should have told me.
She
I would've
classes
done
it up.
I would have done it in my Mel B voice.
That's crazy.
That's right.
Nothing
Could've done
classes
it.
up wearing a body part necklace like a British accent.
Spot on. You're spot on.
The only,
fun.
the only thing I could think of is when you hear those stories of the guys from Vietnam that would wear like an ear.
Oh
necklace.
my
It's the only thing that
gosh.
compares.
Listen, man, if you're out in the
Not
middle of war,
even. Yeah,
right,
like-
and people's body parts are getting blown up,
Right.
yeah, I'm not
You
that
go,
shocked
like, a
if you decide you
little
want to
crazy,
wear
too.
some fingers around your neck.
Right.
A lot of stuff happens.
This guy tried to kill me, but I got him first.
But this
you
woman is a
know?
blogger. A blogger.
She also
She's
said,
wearing her female part.
yeah, she also said she saved her old breast implants. But she didn't say what she's going to do with them.
Okay.
Are they like new
Yeah.
pillow cushion seats in her living room, for the little kids?
They were her old ones, so I'm assuming
They're
they were the
headrests
original
now.
ones. So by now it's kind of like an armchair
Well,
rest.
she's probably
like
one of those
they're
girls who has a small chihuahua or anything, so she's using them as a dog bed.
No, she's using it as a wrist rest when she's the mouse pad, She's just got sitting by her laptop, When she uses the mouse pad.
Yeah, but by this point, they're probably hard as a rock, so her lizard.
That is crazy.
Anyway, this has been a fantastic show. Special thanks to Kenny Anderson for being
We lost
here.
control somewhere. Always.
Next week, we will be live in Long Island in Great Neck at Tobacco Plaza. Make sure Tobacco Plaza. If you're in the area, make sure you come out. It's going to be a fantastic show.
I will bring donuts and coffee.
And T-shirts
right.
and KMA koozies.
We
and
will
all
have
kinds of fun
goodies.
stuff.
And bagels.
Maybe not,
Yes.
but who knows. All right, till next week. Keep it lit.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
The all-new Scores Palm Beach. Come be a part